I've been working on a guidebook for several months now, and today I realized the reason it's not done yet and it's not out there is not because I'm afraid of it failing. I'm actually afraid of it succeeding. And so I wanted to unpack that here because I think a lot of people, myself very included in this conversation, are putting things off or not doing things, not necessarily saying like we're scared it's going to fail, but really the fear for me lies in the success. Because if it succeeds, everything changes. And I'll tell you how I got to this realization was today I was talking to a friend and we were talking about different ways that I could um, keep working and living in Bali and finding different streams of income, different streams of revenue. And this guidebook, and I don't talk about it too often, but this guidebook came up in conversation, and I was like, well, I have been working on this guidebook. And my friend was immediately like, tell me more about it. And I explained the premise of it. I don't want it to be just a how to book a plane ticket, how to get a visa, how to pack. It's there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more love and guidance in it, um, on like how to really choose a place you want to go and why and what's holding you back from booking the ticket. So we talked about it and talked about it. And finally she goes, well, do you work on it every day? Like, what's it been like? And I started, saying things, well, I've been in training for 3 weeks and this has been going on and that has been going on. And I realized as I was speaking, I was making up a lot of excuses, like a lot, so many excuses. And so I stopped myself and I was like, hold on a second. Like, I feel like I'm just giving you excuses. And I want to understand what's really happening right now. Like, why am I actually procrastinating this? Why am I not making it something that I work on daily? And her question was, well, are you afraid it's going to fail? And I was like, no, not really. Because it's like, if it fails, it fails. It's like, okay, well, that was fun. Next, like, move on to the next thing. Um, and I realized I'm afraid it's going to succeed because when it succeeds, then it's like, what's next? Like, you know, then what's it going to turn into? And where do I go from there if it's successful? Because it's for me, I can't just stop and be like, oh, that was great. Like, I made a book and then continue life as normal. Life is going to change. Maybe just in a small way, but still, to put something like that out there and to have it succeed. And when I say succeed, I mean even sell like one copy. That's success. And I feel like it's going to prove to myself that I can do it, right? It's going to prove to myself that I can do hard things and not die. We talked about this with the YouTube videos. Like, I I started doing these videos and just kept putting them out there, and then after a while it just became something I just did. It's it's building that muscle of putting yourself out there over and over and over again and maybe being rejected over and over and over again. And after a while, the rejections just feel like, okay, next, like moving on. So I really think it's it's not about failure because, and maybe this is the thing too, is like if it does not even sell one copy, that's not a failure. It's just information. Okay, did I promote it enough? Is that all I need to do is keep promoting it? Does it need a few edits? Do I need a few reviews on it? You know, what maybe there's like little tweaks that would actually get it to sell a copy or 10 copies or a million copies. Who knows? So it's just, to me, it doesn't even feel like it's, there's no possible way for it to fail because, again, it's just information that I need to use to get it to succeed. So, thinking about all this and all these choices I've made throughout my life, where it's never been I don't feel like it's ever been a question of like, what if I fail? I think most of the time it's been, what if I succeed? And a lot of times, because of that, I've gone back to systems and patterns and things that I'm comfortable with because I don't know what's on the other side of that success. And I truly believe that, how do I say this? It's so interesting how I have been 100,000% helping others be successful in their restaurants, on their yachts, in their businesses, in their companies, in their corporations. Like I have helped people be successful and have more success just from small ideas or just changes in like how systems worked and stuff like that. So I already know that what I bring to the table is valuable and will produce a successful thing. I think the fear is that, so when it's, you know, a restaurant or a company or a corporation or something else, it's like all of the changes happen for everyone in that company or in that corporation or in that restaurant or in that yacht or whatever. Whereas if this is, sorry, when this is successful, when this guidebook is successful, that's all on me. That's all on me because I don't have a team. I don't have a corporation. I don't have, you know, people who I can essentially like, oh yeah, I did this, but also so did all these other people. It's like, no, it's actually going to be just me, myself, and I. And I think that's terrifying, you know, to know that whether something flourishes or fails, it's all on me. And I think in the past, it's been easier to just be a small little wallflower or piece of the big picture, just to not have all that attention. Because, yeah, the attention is what scares me. Um, the judgment, I think that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the judgment, you know, because a lot of people will judge whether you fail or succeed. They're just going to judge. And I think that's what, now that I've talked all of this through, I think that's what the biggest fear is fear of being judged. So, I'm not sure if anyone else out there feels or has felt this way, but thank you for being along for the ride. Please subscribe and follow and hear more of my story and hopefully be around when I do finally launch this guidebook. So thank you.